Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 15th episode, 15th and final episode of Bakemonogatari. And last episode, we pretty much recruited the entire harem to go out and search for Shinobu because that's priority number one right now. Find that little not vampire girl, and so she can suck up the cat girl and make her all better. That's basically our current plan. And that cat girl, ironically enough, is helping us search for Shinobu. So it's quite nice of her, and especially nice because that means she gets screen time, which is what I really want from my cat girls, to be honest. So that's what we're currently doing. She also gives them a little bit of insight into how Shinobu might be feeling and why she ran off, and a little bit jealous of all the other aberrations, oddities, whatever they're translated as, in his life. And also offered a suggestion about how she could be bottled up. He could just fall in love with Hanakawa, as if that's a thing you could just choose to do. It doesn't quite work that way. You could choose to, hit that, but you can't really choose to fall in love with that. But I don't know, maybe that's enough. But regardless, he has a girlfriend, so it's just not going to happen. So we might have to give up on that plan, So let's just see how things work out. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, blinded. Doki doki. So what's your response, Araragi? Well, yeah, it's not really a shocker. Everybody loves Araragi. If you're a girl in this show, odds are that you love Araragi, let's be honest. Yeah, but that's not gonna happen, so yeah, there's that woman over there that may not be a big fan of that. The irony. He's a little bit dense. Do you actually think I'm smart enough to do something like that? Don't be silly. You must be pretty stupid to think that I'm that smart. Yeah, why don't you think she could like you? You went through a lot together. I know, right? The nerve of you, Araragi. How dare you go out with another girl? Who do you think you are? Well, that's a little bit more understandable to be mad about that. Of course she's not gonna let it show. What do you think she's gonna say? Hey, I like you and it kind of bothers me that you have a girlfriend that you brag about. Like, seriously, Araragi, just... Yeah, I mean... But on the inside, yeah, it's more like that. Alright, voices all around me. Is the crying baby sound necessary? That was a very disturbing 5 or so seconds. Then we get the opening after all that. But yeah, I think at this point we may have got through to his head that what she said's true. Had to really drill it in there because he's got a pretty dense head, so... I think we made it on in. The crying baby sound probably really drove that point home. Tsubasa Cat. But yeah, Hanakawa's not gonna... Hanakawa's not gonna make it clear to you how she feels, because it's just not her character. She's a very calm, cool, collected type of mature character. Although she was quite a bit more silly in Kizumonogatari. Just the hands coming out of the cat mouths is just so weird. Of course, the part that happens after is weird too, but... It's a pretty good opening, though, overall. You still know which one my favorite is, but this one's pretty good, too. Probably number 3. She's a very important person for me. And me as well. Last episode. Since Bakemonogatari, I would assume. Or that, yeah. That was quite the adventure, wasn't it? Those flashes make a little more sense after actually watching the Kyuu movies. Yeah, she did kind of move on in pretty quickly, didn't she? Like episode 3, I think, is when she confessed. So, she moved very quickly. So, somebody kind of lost their chance, I guess. Anytime somebody says that, it's a lie, so always, without exception. Yeah, and she's probably read a bunch of Twilights, so... And then he goes out with another girl. Like, what's the word? Dorebo Neko? Something like that. Thieving cat. You think so? What else do you think there would be? I mean, she was last time. A couple of months of love. This is a work of fiction. You know how powerful love is. Yeah, don't underestimate love, Araragi. Especially now in regards to a young maiden. Oh, wow. I don't think that's true. I don't think he's gonna do that. I really don't. But it'd be at least worth considering. He's bringing that up. Yeah, she probably wouldn't be okay with that. I don't think she'd want to go out with Araragi unless he really wanted to. Those are the best kind of excuses. Yes, some people probably would have figured the same. Even with how she acts sometimes. I mean, she says sometimes she might hurt me with a stapler or something, but at the end of the day, I love having conversations with her and doing other various activities with her, so. That face is kind of terrifying. It's like I was gonna eat her. And yeah, you shouldn't tell other people's secrets. It's not cool, cat. Yeah, very few people get to become a cat girl to solve their problems, so. I mean, not that there's anybody else in this city, but if there were, yeah, I guess it would be an insult to them. Well, to be fair, that was after she was whining a lot. like begging and screaming him to come back and help her. Like, he did leave initially. But that is true, yes. He does help everyone. Wish I could do that. I wish you would dial back the nyas a little bit. It's just so distracting. A bit. It's so weird how this visualization of Hanakawa sounds like Cat Girl Hanakawa. Well, she said that, but that was just her own speculation. You're not even a real vampire. Whenever she's quiet, be nervous. Knockoff vampire. How rude. Just so distracting. No, Nanako's probably the closest. Maybe Nanako? I mean, she did do a lot, you know. It's all just one lie after the other. How about a real love potion? Are we supposed to be looking for Shinobu? Did we just give up on that? Because you haven't moved in a while. That is definitely something to be happy about, even if you can't really return the feelings. Still made me quite happy if she liked me like that. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. We're supposed to be looking for Shinobu. This is not helping that at all. You could walk and talk at the same time. Okay. Don't think I like the sound of that. Okay, what is it? I'm not sure I would just do that. You don't seem to be blinded by the light. Yeah, that look on her face, I would definitely not listen to her once she had that look on her face. Because that... not a good look. And yeah, surprise hug. That's why you keep an eye on the cat, you don't let her out of your sights. I think I saw somebody running, though. Ah! Oh, it's just her. Okay, ooh. That's some nice spirit there. I hope you're not complaining about the cat girl hug. Well, how rude. I thought we were really bonding. But I guess not. Well, elaborate on your plan. Is it to kill Araragi? Gonna move this away from my mic. Just gotta keep making sound. How did the tongue do that? I know cats have kind of a rough tongue, but not that rough. Damn, that was blood everywhere. But this is my turn. Just, man, these visuals, just not very family friendly at all. Well, it's probably a good thing. You can't kill Araragi, he's too important. But, I guess if he's part of her stress, killing him would solve the problem, I guess, but I don't think Hanako would want it that way. Does she not care what Hanako really wants? Well, apparently that's going to include dying, so Shinobu, if you wanted to help him out, this would be a good time for that. Well, when you put it that way, I guess there are certainly worse ways to go. But would prefer to stay alive all the same. Especially her, she wants him to stay alive too, so that's going to be the real motivation here. Yeah, that's definitely a big concern. It's gonna be hard to move though with their energy so drained. Shinobu, can you please come help me? Because that's literally the only thing that can help him right now. You drive a hard bargain, but I still think I gotta say no to this. Come on, Araragi, just keep pushing. Oh. Man, if he was back in his prime as a vampire, you could not do this to him, so... Should be lucky. It's a good point. His entire harem is out looking for him. Maybe one of them can help. The problem is none of them have supernatural powers, so... I don't know how helpful any of them could be. He's not in there, Hachikuji. Do you think he's a bug or something? Or Shinobu, I meant to say. Because they're still looking for Shinobu, not him, so... She's still not small enough to fit in there. I'm sure right now he feels very stunned, very in pain. Probably can't breathe too well. Nanako probably couldn't help much either. Even Hachikuji. So, not sure they can hear you, but yeah, Shinobu's the only one that can help him. Okay, apparently that's all she was waiting for, was to actually have a verbal request. Okay, Shinobu, time for you to help. Wow. Oh, damn. Didn't know she could move that fast. And yeah, get wrecked, evil Hanakawa. Oh man, she's not even done yet. Oof. Well, I think it's time for you to get sucked. Yeah, just pops out of the shadow. Okay, just suck the cat girl right out of her. That tasty, tasty cat girl juice. Yeah, if they sold cat girl juice, I'd buy it by the bottle. Yeah, we don't want to kill Hanakawa, so you can stop sucking now. There's a joke there somewhere, but... So, Shinobu, are you upset about anything? We should talk that out if you are. No matter how many other girls go in my life, you'll always be special. Still the one I share a special bond with because of the whole vampire stuff. But I guess we're not going to talk. Okay, bye. I at least want to give you a hug before you left, but sure, whatever. Maybe next time. So, Hanakawa, are you okay? You look like you're breathing. Okay, that's good. So, should we, like, get her home now, or... Yeah, Shinobu really didn't stick around very long, but she got it done, so can't complain. Okay. Of course, Adaraki could probably use a band-aid or two himself. As usual, he's the one that got the most hurt in this whole thing, as is usually the case. Well, I guess this has been resolved. Yeah, I gotta wake up. It's almost time for MyAnimeLIst. Oh, okay. I think she won that battle. Okay, so Kanbaru helped out with that. That's nice. Hmm? He'll pop his head in there. But he's gone. Well, he did say he wouldn't be around forever, but he could have been around longer than that. Hey, Hanakawa. That a little bit awkward, but just yeah. Okay, yes, it's a little awkward. So yeah, I'd rather not ask. But not now. Just not now. Maybe later. There's a lot to digest from that experience for everyone. Oh, Sandra. Hello, I did not cheat on you. I was given an offer to get a new girlfriend, but I didn't take it because I like you better. So don't me mad. Oh, are you okay with the love hotel? Oh, well, never mind. I guess that answers that question. Okay, I'll think about it more. I'll show you my treasure. It points towards you. I suppose so. They're just all sitting there together. Okay. Why? Is having a meeting? So, yeah, I guess that would explain that. You say that, but still could have been a bit more clear. Yeah, but he wasn't very clear about that. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Thought they'd be around longer than that. Like, there's so much Monogatari left. Could really stick around for Nisa Monogatari. That's the fun one. And he was right, you dealt with it. He had faith in you and was vindicated. He certainly was. Can we finish the sentence? There we go. Okay. Looks like we're all in agreement. Would have been awkward if they all said something different there. That is okay. Because I have a girlfriend on my bike. That's all that matters in life. And a lolly vampire in my shadow. That's also important. If you have those two things in life, what else do you need? And he has a couple of energetic little sisters that care about him. That's important too. He's pretty much got everything you could ever want, really. A ghost girl, sports girl Kohai, smart class rep girl. Like, he pretty much has all the things. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's the end of Bakemonogatari. Next, we move on to Nisei Monogatari. You know, I've had a couple people comment about, you know, the way that I'm doing this, you know, as opposed to chronological order. But has, like, any reactor actually done it chronologically? I don't think so. I mean, I haven't technically watched any Monogatari reactions, but I've, like, seen them exist. You know, like, people I'm subscribed to have reacted to it, like, Semblance of Sanity, I know they're doing it. I think they're most of the way through Nisei Monogatari right now, but I haven't watched any of theirs just yet. Yeah, I know a lot of people have reacted to Monogatari. It's a pretty popular show to react to. I don't think any of them have actually done it chronologically, but I could be wrong. I probably am. But the way I'm currently doing just feels the most right to me. That's all it really comes down to. Okay. That was the 15th and final episode of Bakemonogatari. Pretty cool finale, for sure. A lot of it was a discussion between Black Hanakawa and Araragi about the subject of Hanakawa herself. Her feelings for Araragi that Araragi had trouble actually accepting, and she wanted them to become a thing so that would deal with the stress, and he didn't want to because not only does he already have a girlfriend that he likes, but Hanakawa, you know, she's not his girlfriend, you know. So what it really comes down to, she was trying to leverage the whole "you're indebted to her" thing but no, that did not work out. And evil Hanakawa's plan B was to just kill him because if the guy that's stressing you out disappears, then the stress is gone, I guess is the logic there. And if that's the case, then fair enough. Still not a great way to handle the situation, but I guess it's technically an option. So luckily, he was able to call for Shinobu, and she came. She was just, I guess, she was just waiting for that vocal request. She's like, "Oh, my master seems to be in trouble." Nah, he's probably fine. He hasn't said anything yet to me, so he's probably good. Shinobu, help me! Oh, well, I guess he needs help. I guess I'll put my manga down, jump out of his shadow, and boom, beat up cat girl. And I bumped my desk and I heard a disconnecting sound. Hopefully that was nothing important. OBS still seems to be fine, so it's probably fine. But anyway, yeah, she jumped out of that shadow, did a bunch of amazing flips, some well-used animation budget there, and boom, just good kick on Hanakawa. Just shoved her down on the ground and just started sucking. And just kept sucking until her cat girlness was gone, and she kept sucking. But Araragi was like, "No, stop sucking, Shinobu. If you keep sucking, there won't be anything left of her." She's like, "Okay, I'll stop sucking," and then pulled out, and then went back into his shadow, and then the problem was resolved. So not much of a fight. Pretty quick. Went by pretty quick. You know, for a girl that's supposed to be as like weaker than a normal human little girl, I'd say she was pretty tough there. I guess maybe she was just being like charged up inside of his shadow, or because she was so close to him, she had more power. Because maybe we were just talking about when she's separated from him, like at a far distance, she's that weak. I guess that's what maybe what he was saying before. And if she's that close to him, she's quite a bit stronger. That may have been what it was. That makes the most sense to me, at least, why she was able to pull that all off despite not being a real vampire anymore. But it was cool. It was cool. That's what matters most, of course. It is a little bit up in the air how much Hanako actually remembers from that, but she probably remembers a decent amount. But we're not going to talk about it because it's a little bit awkward and people have some feelings they have to fully digest and all that. So it's okay. It's certainly okay. But I do like how one of the motivation for Araragi to stay alive is that, oh crap, if Hanakawa kills me, then Shinjigahara is going to kill Hanakawa. I can't have that, so I guess I'll just have to stay alive then. That was pretty funny. And yeah, Shinjigahara would do it. I would not put it past her. So that's a real concern. It's just kind of funny that that's what the situation ended up being. And the other hair members really didn't do much of this at all. Like, you asked them to help out, but they really didn't accomplish much, so they kind of just wasted their time, really. But, oh well, I'm sure none of them are too upset about that. And yeah, it just seems like almost every arc Araragi just loses a lot of blood. He's always the one that gets hurt the most in any of these situations, which is kind of funny. But he can regenerate, luckily, otherwise he would have been dead 10 times over by the time the show was over. So yeah, pretty good final episode, I would say. It just didn't really offer much of a hook for the next season, though. Like, it doesn't really give much of a hint about what the next one really be about. All we really got was Oshino being gone. You know, I did not know he would leave at the end of this season. I know he would leave eventually, but I just didn't think it would be this soon. Not at all. But it makes sense. What he said before was the goodbye. I just didn't really realize that at all. But it's okay. I guess Araragi just has to stand on his own 2 feet, which he handled this situation just fine by himself. So don't see why he couldn't do more situations by themselves. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say. I was thinking about maybe I should do some overall thoughts on Bakemonogatari itself, but probably not. I mean, there's just so much more Monogatari left. It just wouldn't make sense to do that for each individual segments. But you know, it's good. It's good. I guess just leave it at that. So on to Nisa Monogatari next. So look forward to that if you enjoyed this, which I hope you did. But if you didn't, then fair enough. But if you did, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.